Hang on a minute, hang on a minute. Vivi is a human prop. Christy's about to go to court. That's not fair. This is the way I'm getting Kendall in. How many times do we have to tell you we're not jealous of your child? We're jealous of the way she's treated. Hello guys, welcome back to Dance Mums Wednesday, and today we are back with another episode. We're on season 2, episode 22 now. I've kind of lost the plot. I know we're in the 20s. There's about 6 episodes left, 2 of which are the reunion episodes, and I'm super mega excited to get to them. And we have got a great couple of weeks coming up for you on the channel. I'll be doing some horror game live streams, so if you want to join me for those. We are in the spooky season after all. I said a couple, might only do one, I don't know, but that will hopefully be happening on Friday. So if you're excited, make sure to tune in. But until then, let's get into the video. Let's get into the pyramid. Hope you guys are having a fantastic time wherever you are. Make sure you're staying safe and not like dying or anything. Please don't. We don't want that. But anyway, thank you guys. Let's get on with the pyramid. So the pyramid is a very, very institutional part of this channel now. So we're going to start on the bottom row. We're going to start at the end. Oh, I don't know why this one's so far over. God, have they had a falling out? I don't know. We're going to start with Paige. Now, Paige is at the bottom purely because she hasn't done anything in the last episode. Like, nothing wrong. She's just kind of out of action at the moment. So I can't really put her any higher because she's not doing anything at the moment. She kind of just sat there all episode. Next up, we have Jill. Jill is on the bottom just because I felt like there was a little bit of manipulation going on. When I was editing, I was kind of like, I kind of disagree with how I felt in the moment. I was like, maybe she was digging for information. But like I said, I still stand by the fact I don't think she was doing it maliciously. Next up, we have Melissa. Somehow, Melissa's climbing the ranks, guys. I'm a little bit scared because if she gets any higher, that's going to be the highest she's ever been. I don't think she's ever made it off of the bottom tier. I liked the fact that she stood up for Kelly in the last episode. I appreciated that. So I guess we can vibe with that. Next up, we have Holly. Holly didn't do anything in the last episode bad. I just didn't really have anywhere else to put her, really. I couldn't put her any higher because I had more reason for the higher people. And then we also have Nia. Again, didn't really do much in the last episode. She was treated particularly poorly, I agree. But also, she did not compete in a solo number or a duet. So I can't really give her any higher. So sad, sad, sad. Next up, we have Mackenzie and Kendall and Chloe. Now, Mackenzie came second. She did a good job. I was impressed. These two, they came in first. They did a very, very good job. And Maddie also did a fantastic job coming in first as well. So you know what? Give credit where credit's due. I was impressed. I got to give them that. And yeah, genuinely, just impressed. I think there was a good caliber of dancing in the last episode. On the second layer, we have Brooke. And we also have Kelly. And that is because I understand the back problems. The back problems, us tall people. Also, some of y'all in the comment section calling me a short king. 6 foot, thank you very much. Clinging on for dear life. But I'm 6 foot. I'm not even fitting in camera. I'm as tall. In fact, I'm taller than the wardrobe. I'm taller than the wardrobe. You can't even see my mouth at the moment. So what's going on here? Okay. Short king energy. I'm joking. We love our short kings. Anyway, up next, we have on the top, Christy. Fantastic job. The whore. Or as Kelly says, you're a virgin because who'd want to fuck you? Brilliant. Excellent line. Love that so much. My favourite line from the whole of Dance Moms so far. I'm sure there'll be more iconic ones, but that currently is my favourite. Big claps, Christy. Big claps. So guys, let's get on with the episode, shall we?
Last weekend at Starbound was a huge success for my girls.
Was a what success, Abby? A huge? With a Y? Y-U-G-E? What does that mean? Hang on, let me do some research. Huge is a slang variation of huge, which refers to something with a large size.
You're on the bottom because you never spoke up and said anything.
In the nicest way possible, Abby. How is she meant to speak up? Because you foster this environment of malice, hatred, uncomfortability, where people, if they're injured, they're scared to speak up because you make out like their problems are not okay and that they're not allowed to have these problems. There are bigger things happening in the world. You've got to commit yourself to dance. You should dance through the pain. If Brooke hadn't have broken her foot, or if you didn't know, you'd probably be telling her to dance on it right now. Like, come on. She gets on my nerves. She gets on my nerves, and we're only 30 seconds into the episode. 30. Is that a new record? No, surely not. Nah, she's pissed me off before.
But you can't do that because it looks like you're ungrateful that you were second. You're 8 now. You're not a baby anymore. Save your tears for the pillow.
Oh, we had so many Abby quotes there. So many Abby quotes. Save your tears for the pillow. Ugh. We also had, I'm disappointed that you got second, but you're not allowed to be upset because that looks ungrateful. Can you riddle me that one? Because I'm not quite sure how that works. No.
You were the overall high score winner. It doesn't matter. Remember I told you I wanted you 20 points above the person? 6.5 is not 20.
She didn't win by enough to warrant a higher place on the board? So, hang on a minute. Chloe and Nia are above her. Chloe won a duet, so fair enough. But Nia didn't even dance, like, a solo or anything last week. What's going on here? Are we putting Nia at the top to be like, oh, this is Nia's week. Time to fuck her over.
Chloe.
Huh?
You were outstanding in the group.
So Nia is on top, but I don't get why. Why is she on top?
Because I am so proud of you. You did your solo. You got a standing ovation.
Being at the top of the pyramid for Nia is a long-awaited dream.
Sorry. Huh? Sorry, right. Hang on. She got put on the top of the pyramid for something that she did 2 weeks ago. The Working Girl solo was 2 weeks ago, right? Like 2 episodes ago. It was episode 20. So why is she on the top of the pyramid for that this week?
Kendall, this week you're gonna do a duet with Mackenzie. Chloe, you have a solo. Maddie, no solo this week.
Well, that was a shock. There were no other dancers this week.
And Chloe is doing a solo. She's her only soloist. That makes me nervous.
Is this a gotcha moment? Is this what we're working up towards? Like, Chloe's not gonna win, and then Abby's gonna be like, I really needed you to win. You've disappointed me. I'm always sort of on the lookout for how they're setting the kids up. Because, like, this does feel like a little bit of a setup. Like, why has Maddie not been given a solo?
Every one of those bad habits that you came to my studio with got worse when you went to Kathy's. Now I have to clean up the mess.
Oh, because it's the little girl's fault, isn't it? It's her fault that she got taken to another dance studio by production and was forced into a storyline. Yep, it's all the little kid's fault. Yep, sure. Why don't we blame the child? That seems like the best thing to do in this situation.
Maddie is the one that I've chosen to do her own choreography.
Hang on a minute. So we're allowing the kids to be choreographers now. What happened to you do my choreography or you get out of my studio? Or have you taken on too much and you're now like, I've run out of dance moves. So Maddie, you got to do your own dance moves. Like, in the nicest way possible. What are they paying for? Because you're not even giving them choreography. You're just like, oh yeah, do it yourself. That's not how this works, bestie.
Apparently, Abby is using this as an opportunity to explain to the world that our girls are a mediocre cult. And if they see someone who is better than them, they're gonna drag her down to their level.
I mean, when you say it like that, that's kind of crazy, I can't lie. Wow. No, surely not. Nah. This is the kind of shit that I expect Abby to do, though. This is the kind of ridiculous bullshit that I do expect her to do. And it's so sad. Go back to doing your movie parodies. Why don't you do Jaws or something? Or maybe Titanic. I don't know, do something.
Kelly and Christy are reading way too much into this group dance. It's like they are always looking for something to argue about all the time.
You say that, but like, even if it is unintentional, it's still reading as that. Do you know what I mean? Like, it may not have been Abby's purpose, but that's how it's coming across. And Holly's right. Ania is literally the person that, no offense to her, looks the most different from everybody else. So it would make sense to have her as like the outsider and they're bringing her in. And it could be like a really positive message about like diversity and how like we're not all that different after all.
You talk about my daughter all the time.
I talk about the way Abby favors her. Have any of these women up here heard me talk about Maddie, or have I talked about the favoritism?
Say it louder, Christy. Say it louder, because I'm so sick of this show trying to paint you as a jealous mum when no, you're not jealous. You're not calling out Maddie. You're not saying anything nasty about Maddie. You're calling out the way she's treated and the way Abby and Melissa both treat her in comparison to the other children. It's not fair. This would not fly in any other situation. They tell you, oh, she's jealous, she's jealous, she's jealous. And people without a brain who watch this show go, oh, yeah, she must be jealous because Abby's telling me that she's jealous. That's not why she's jealous. Listen to what they're saying, have some kind of cognitive thinking, and actually analyze what's going on.
Who lies all the time? Okay. Who had an affair with her boss? Who is living with a man who's still married?
Well, this got awkward very quickly. She brought up the fact that she's sleeping with a married man. Christy, that was the final trigger bullet. What did you receive? Like a cease and desist? Christy's about to go to court and not for a DUI. Is Christy wrong for shouting and screaming at her? Yeah, obviously. No one deserves to be shouted and screamed at. However, is what she's saying wrong? No, I'm sorry, it's not. Like, we've seen on numerous occasions that Melissa is a liar. She manipulates events. She talks behind people's backs to Abby and bitches about children to Abby. Who does that, first of all? And then last but not least, I just feel like she's very sly. This is not any kind of representation of how Melissa probably is in real life, but this is just how she's coming across on the show. And again, you can look deeper into it. You can go, oh, she's been set up by a production, etc, etc, etc. But at the end of the day, she is her own person. And if she didn't want to do these things, she could just turn around and say no. So it is just frustrating. It's come to this point where she keeps on being like, you're jealous of my child, you're jealous of my child. And the mums are so frustrated and they're like, you don't get it. How many times do we have to tell you we're not jealous of your child? We're jealous of the way she's treated here, okay? That is what's happening here.
I did not have an affair with my boss. Yes, you did. No, I did not. Bitch. There, I said it.
There's a new word.
There's a new word. I need to know what was on under the bleeps. I need to know what's under the bleeps. Can somebody in some kind of code that doesn't get flagged by YouTube tell me what she said there? I need to know what that extra word was. And if she did have an affair with her boss, fair enough. But also, she can't then turn around and be like, no, I didn't. When, if she did, just own it. She's obviously denying it because she's on TV, which, like, fair enough. But also, just own it, because then who cares? Like, actually, who cares?
Melissa is an incredibly smart woman.
So she knows exactly what she's doing as she does it. Yes.
I agree with Holly. Melissa is a smart woman. She's not dumb by any stretch of the imagination. Not even slightly. She is, in my opinion, I feel like all the mums in some way are calculated. Obviously, Melissa's in a position where her child is the favourite. So therefore, the theory dictates that she has to be more calculated because she wants her child to stay in that position of power. And therefore, it just does come across as snaky sometimes. Like when she goes into the room to talk to Abby and goes, oh, XYZ. Oh, by the way, Christy said this about you. Oh, by the way, Christy took Chloe to the movies instead of going to the doctors, etc, etc. Oh, do you see the way that Chloe rolls her eyes? It's backhanded, it's nasty, and so far, I have not seen any of the other mums do something like that. So therefore, I can have a negative opinion on Melissa because of that, and because of the way she behaves. Now, yes, Christy, Kelly, they do not behave as you'd expect, like, civilized people to. They scream, they shout. However, it's out of pure frustration. It's out of pure, I don't know how to get my anger out in any other way, but just have a screaming match with you. And Abby's the kind of person that plays into that. She screams, you scream back, she'll scream even louder, so you have to scream even louder to get over her. Whereas, like, what Melissa does is she doesn't do that. She's just kind of backhanded with it all. And it's just like, ooh. Oh, that's so, so incredibly sad. Oh, Mackenzie, you're breaking my heart. Why? Why did you have to go up and get the bag? Oh, it's tough. It's tough. It's not a likable situation to be in. It's tough. It's rough. And at least you didn't go storming into Abby. Those mums are so horrible to me.
It's the next day, and everybody's there but Melissa. So, with Melissa out of the picture, this just opens up doors.
I love the fact that with Jill, you're only her friend until you disappear, and then it's like, right, this is the way I'm getting Kendall in. This is how we do it. This is how we get it done. I'm actually really enjoying Jill. I think that the whole sort of like sneaky, oh, I want to get her back on the team is actually doing wonders for her character, and I'm really enjoying her. Like, I know she'll probably get horrendous later down the line. I mean, I know she advocates for fucking Rosa Parks at some point. That's going to be an interesting one. And I really, really hope that when I come to watch it, it's obvious that production's put her up to this. Yeah, that's going to be an interesting one to watch. But either way, I'm excited to see where Jill's character goes because I'm really enjoying her currently.
I'm starting rehearsal. No Melissa, no kids.
Wonder if she'll be punished.
Doubt it.
She doesn't turn up to rehearsals, so therefore, what's going to happen to her? My prediction is nothing. Abby's going to let a free pass go because, oh, the moms were bullying me. One rule for one, run rule for another. That's exactly how I feel about this. Oh, not Ohio.
Hey guys, come on in. Apples.
I'm back. I'm Kathy and I'm back and I'm so excited to be back on the show. I apologize for last time I was here. I was very sad. I was very demure. It's very cutesy, very mindful. But today I'm back. I'm big. I'm bold. I'm brash.
We have the M&Ms back to help with choreography.
Well, they didn't do a fucking good job last time, did they? Why have we got them back? What's wrong with you choreographing things? Like, you've whipped out some decent dances. That China one, not the best. And that was by them. So maybe we shouldn't be getting them back.
Drayson, that's why you are going to be dancing with us today, because I wanted Justice to have a male friend.
But what happened to the last male friend he had? Like, there was a completely different Donnie in the last episode, so where did he go? Who's this new kid? Where have you found these people?
You have to bring it to the table.
And when you slam on this table, whose face is on this table?
Jill.
Jill.
Guys, I don't think it's that deep. Like, it actually just isn't that deep. But we're making it that deep. And it's just, I'm not getting good vibes from Kathy at the moment. It's a little bit bitter. It's a little bit nasty. Nasty with an R. N-A-R-S-T-Y. Nasty.
It's hot. It's a hot dance.
And what do you mean by that, Kathy? What do you mean a hot dance? Are they going to be sweltering on stage? Or do you mean something a little bit stranger? Caught in 4K? Or 720p or 480p, I don't know.
Get your cell phone, call Maddie, and tell her to get her butt in here right now.
That's not fair. That's not something that Nia should have to do. That's not a dance captain's job. Let's roleplay this, shall we? Oh, Maddie, hi. I'm just calling to tell you that you need to get your butt to rehearsals because otherwise Abby's gonna eat you for lunch. She's not going to Mackey's anymore. She's gonna eat you for lunch. Oh, hi, Nia. Yeah, well, I'm still at home and I can't exactly get to the dance studio because my mom won't drive me. I mean, I could get 5 buses and an Uber, but I mean, I can't get there. Oh, okay. Would you rather be drizzled in ranch sauce or barbecue? Well, I don't really want to be eaten, I guess. Well, you're gonna be, and she's gonna want to know ranch or barbecue. Barbecue, I guess. I guess I like barbecue.
You're in a group dance. You're part of the team. You do not miss rehearsal. This whole thing with your mother, forget about it.
How is she meant to get to rehearsals if her mum won't drop her off? Like I said earlier, was she meant to get 5 taxis and an Uber? 5 buses and an Uber? Like, I don't think that a child of 9 years old is going to be able to navigate American transport system, which, like, how are you meant to get there? Because it's in the middle of fucking nowhere? I'm sorry, but what is she meant to do? Just, like, walk from home? I don't know how far away she lives.
I know I told Maddie she didn't get a solo this week, But now I want her to go up against Justice just to intimidate him.
How many times has this happened? How many times? Well, we tell Maddie, oh, Maddie, you're not getting a solo this week. You're not getting a solo. And then a day before the competition, it's like, oh, guess we got to put her back in, you know. Chloe could easily beat Justice. She could. If you gave her actually a proper choreography, she probably could. But my issue now is the fact that, like, we're actually just doing Maddie a disservice by giving her, like, a day to learn a solo. So, like, what are you doing here? Why are we doing this to you? Why are we doing this to Maddie? What's going on here?
Abby just needs to know giving my daughter a solo the night before a competition is just too much pressure.
I agree with you, Melissa. I think it's ridiculous. The night before a competition. That's fucking abhorrent. You can't do that to a child. You can't pile that amount of pressure on them. That's not fair. Jesus Christ on a bike. This is not okay. We're not allowing this. No way, Jose.
Abby's expecting a clean sweep this week at Starbound. And now that she's heard that Candy Apples is going to be there, of course she doesn't have enough faith in Chloe, and now she wants Maddie to dance.
It does feel like that, doesn't it? It does feel like there's just no faith in Chloe being able to perform. Even though I'm 99% sure that, like, Chloe would absolutely wipe the floor with Justice. She might not win, but she'll win over Justice, I reckon. So, I don't know. I feel like this is just... it's just feeding into the narrative that Abby keeps saying isn't there. So, what's going on here? Why did she keep doing this to herself?
Maddie should be doing this solo for me. So, you know what? I feel like I'm giving you an opportunity and you're all over me.
This emotional manipulation is not okay, Abby. If she said that she doesn't think that she can learn a solo in a day ready to compete tomorrow, then she can't learn a solo in a day ready to compete tomorrow. You can't decide at the last minute, oh, she's doing a solo. You can't. That's not how these things work. Be respectful of the children. Oh, why am I even telling her to be respectful of the children? What's the point? God, what actually is the point?
I know Candy Apples are coming, but I'm not letting my daughter learn a solo the night before the competition.
Well, I think she could have learned it today.
Well, I gotta go. I gotta get my kids to bed so we can get on the plane.
How has she gone from, like, bottom of the list to now, like, she's creeping up again? God, there's so many layers to this woman. There's so many layers. But I do agree, I think it's unreasonable to ask a child to learn a solo in one day. In fact, they're leaving from the day, and Abby's like, let's teach it to her. No! No! She needs to go to bed, she needs to get in bed, and she needs to go and rest herself. Oh my god. This is actually the most tragic thing I've ever heard in my whole life. Like, actually, can we get a grip, please? Abby, sort yourself out, please, for the love of God.
I don't know who this person is. All I do know is that he's some ringer. This is not one of Kathy's students.
Abby's actually rattled. She's rattled. She's big R rattled, and that's crazy. How are you getting intimidated by two little boys? How are you getting intimidated by them? Like, actually, grow up. You have no faith in your children. No faith at all, because they could beat him with their eyes shut, eyes closed. I would give that a 9 out of 10. I thought it was brilliant. Told a story. Told a very good story. I was enthralled. I was captivated. We actually saw quite a lot of the dance I was impressed with. There was not many cuts away to the audiences. There was no talking through the dance. I was impressed. It really did hold my attention. I was very impressed. Well done, Chloe. That's one of your better dances, I think. I thought there were some moments where the choreography looked a bit janky, which stopped it from getting to the 10, and there wasn't like a massive big moment where I was like, oh. But on the whole, very, very good, very fluid. Like I said, there was just some janky bits, but I think that was just Abby's choreography being a bit at times. But yeah, on the whole, very impressed. Okay, I'm going to give it a 9. It would have gotten the 10. However, I do have problems with how he finishes moves. it feels very janky. He'll do the move, he'll execute it beautifully, and then when he lands, it's like he doesn't know where to put his hands. So his hands are just in weird places. So I can't give him a 10, but I think he might beat Chloe, you know. I'm a little bit worried because that was a fucking good dance. And it really, again, did captivate my attention. Even Abby was like, what the fuck's going on here? He's backflipping over here. What's going on? What's happening here? Maybe if you'd have given Chloe better choreography, then maybe she could have won. But I think justice is going to sweep her. And it's going to be all Chloe's fault. Oh, Melissa, you should have put Maddie in. Then we would have won. I could already see the storylines coming a mile away. Gonna give it an 8 because I feel like there was a missed opportunity to do something with like the two people who weren't holding Maddie. Were they holding Maddie? I don't think they were. But like they just all kind of stood around waiting to put the bonnet on Maddie. And then when Maddie was turned to the back, she had to kind of adjust it. And I watched her do that. But I don't think it was actually that bad. I thought it was really good. I'd give it an 8, personally. I thought it was strong. I thought it had a clear story. And I liked a little bit at the end when she did the head tilt. She went a little bit too far. I thought she was going to snap her neck. But on the whole, I actually thought it was a very, very good performance. So I have to give credit where credit's due. She did a good job. Good God, what are they wearing?
Where's the chair? Where's the chair? Stop.
No, that's so bad. That's so unprofessional. Why is there not a chair on stage? Who forgot the chair? Why was there a chair in this performance? What is it needed for? I need answers, guys. I can't believe she's shouting stop in the audience.
Or are you raising kids that need their dance teacher to scream out from the audience?
Sorry, why are we using a fold-up chair? That, if anybody's standing on that chair, it's a health hazard waiting to happen. I'm sorry, it is. That's horrendous. Why are we using a fold-up chair? Oh, was that it? Those outfits were particularly scandalous. I don't think those skirts could have got any shorter if they tried. However, the dance itself, I didn't see enough of it, so I don't feel like I can grade it. Like, yeah, I'm not grading that. I saw like 10 seconds worth of dance. And once again, Vivi did nothing. Absolutely nothing. Why is she on stage?
For 253, leave the light on. Chloe, Abby Lee Dance Company.
1/10 of a point. 1/10 of a point. Really? How do you even get to 296.9? I don't understand how you've got 300 marks and you still need to go into the 10ths. I don't understand that. How? You've got 300 marks. How could you possibly have more than that? How could you possibly have 3,000 if we're working in the 10ths? That's not... what?
The judges want to keep boys interested in dance. So what other way but to let them win?
I'm not saying that she's correct, but if I was a boy doing dance competitions and I wasn't winning, I don't think I'd want to keep doing dance competitions. Do you know what I mean? So, cheeky win every now and then does the boy good.
Number 250, take it!
So that's 3 in a row. 3 first places in a row. They are on an absolute steamroll. I'm impressed with them. This group of kids are smashing it. So very, very, very well done. Good job.
Why don't you come in here and tell her you did a great job?
She did do a great job. It wasn't good enough. Maddie, do you get it? Do I understand why I wanted you to do your solo?
Fuck off. I'm so angry right now. I'm so mad. I'm so mad because how can you have that energy towards someone for a 10th of a point? Clearly wasn't good enough. Clearly wasn't. Well, tell me what that 1/10 was then. Oh, it was because you didn't bend your knee enough or you didn't point your foot enough. Fuck off. okay. Like, I wasn't blown away by it. Like, a 7, maybe? No, I'd give it a 6. I thought it was just a lot of, like, walking around the stage, do like a dance move here, or like yeah, it just felt like there was a lot of walking around the stage in order to get somewhere, do something, and then walk to another place, do something again. It didn't feel very conjoined. It didn't feel very much like a duet. Like I said, it kind of, like I've said this before, it looks like 2 solos on stage. I just wasn't a fan of it. Not my kind of bag. But let's give them a 10 out of 10 because they're boys. It was alright. It had a bit of a cuter charm because obviously Mackenzie's just so sweet. She did fuck up that one move. Why don't I give the last one a 6? I'll give this a 7. I enjoyed it more, I thought, and I felt like there was slightly more dance moves in it, and it didn't feel so much like a acrobatic showcase. I mean, it did, but like I felt like there was a little bit more substance there. Substance there. Well done, well done, well done. I'm impressed. I thought you did a fantastic job. Good, good, good.
They don't do that difficult.
Your girls don't do
that
what's
difficult.
fresh and new.
Fresh and new? Straight legs and stretched feet will never go out of style.
Oh, you're right.
They're coming for Abby's tired choreography, and I can't lie, they've got her there. They have her because her choreography is tired and it is a bit boring. So fair and valid, honestly. I agree.
They don't go to school. My little Vivian reads 3rd grade books. Shut up. Don't tell me to shut up.
Oh, it's all kicking off. It's all kicking off because Kathy said that the kids don't go to school, which, like, obviously they do. Melissa, I don't know about her. I've heard that she drags the kids out of school early, but that is hearsay. Take from that what you will. But very, very interesting. Very interesting indeed. Very interesting argument. Don't tell me to shut up. Shut up. Yeah, love it. Juicy drama.
It was you who called Vivi a human prop, so don't tell me to shut up. I think you need to take your little technicolored ass and get out of here.
Where's the lie, though? Vivi is a human prop. I've not seen her do any dancing this entire season. Has she had a solo this season? I don't think she has. Has she done any dancing in the actual group numbers? I don't think she has. She's mostly there to lift around and look cute, which, like, she does a good job at. But, like, she is a human prop at the end of the day. Like, I'm sorry, but you can't deny that. You can't. Wow, this was an episode. The Revenge of the Candy Apples. Interesting, interesting, interesting. A 10th of a point is crazy. I still call bullshit on that. Why have 300 points if you're going to end up going into 10ths? Do you know what I mean? It's just pointless. Why couldn't she have been 296 and he had been 297? It wouldn't have made any difference. But anyway, regardless, I just feel like the whole Melissa situation, I keep flip-flopping because she'll do one thing and it pisses me off, and then she'll do another thing and I'm like, okay, fair enough. Like, her deciding not to make Maddie do a solo, good in my eyes. I don't think that you should put that kind of pressure on a kid the day before. Did it kind of fuck Chloe up a little bit because Chloe isn't amazing in, like, Abby's eyes? Yeah, but it's what it is. I'm sick and tired of Abby treating Chloe like she's shit because she's not. But that's neither here nor there. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed. Make sure to check out the live stream on Friday. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed. And make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Do all that YouTube stuff that you guys do so well. But until then, keep on ranting. And I'll see you guys later. Bye now.